So this week I've been driving the 2020 ACURA RDX. This model is the A-SPEC, which is their top of the level trim, and it's got the SH all-wheel drive, which stands for Super Handling All-Wheel Drive, which is of course Acura's all-wheel drive system. So last year I drove the 2019 ACURA RDX when it was all new, and this one is basically the same except for maybe a couple of tweaks, but we're going to get into that right now. So first off, since we're in here driving, let's talk about the interior. Peyton, tell me a little bit about the interior of this RDX.
So the interior that we are in is specific to the A-SPEC trim level. As you can see, we have great looking black and red interior. These ultra suede seats are inspired by the NSX, and they're heated and ventilated.
Yeah, the seats are awesome, and we have this leather wrapped A-SPEC steering wheel.
We also have dark brushed aluminum trim. Also, red ambient cabin lighting.
We also get red lighting on the instrument cluster.
In the back we have heated rear seats and 2 USB outlets, and there's plenty of room back here for us kids.
And tech-wise, we have a 10.2-inch non-touchscreen HD display up here. Instead of the touchscreen, you have to use this mouse-like trackpad down in the console. It's a little bit confusing. There's about 8 pages of notes on how to use this thing, and I'm still confused with it a lot. What do you guys think? The great thing is that you do get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so that's what I pretty much stick on is Apple CarPlay. We do get Acura's ELS Studio premium audio system with 16 speakers, so when you crank up that stereo it sounds really good unless you're listening to her music. Of course, you also get a rear view camera in here, but you don't get a 360 camera, which I would prefer, especially in an SUV. And under the hood, well, Andre, why don't you tell them what's going on under the hood?
They have a 2.0 liter turbocharged engine. It's pushing 272 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque.
And all that power is pushed through a 10-speed automatic transmission with sport shift. And it's great that you get a normal automatic transmission here instead of a CVT.
And the fuel economy, it's 21 city, 27 highway, and that's in the all-wheel drive. 22 city, 28 highway, and the front-wheel drive.
Driving-wise, this thing is really comfortable to drive. The all-wheel drive system, that Super Handling all-wheel drive, this is the 4th generation of the SH all-wheel drive. So you got 40% greater max torque, and you can send up to 70% to just the rear wheels, and then 100% of that power can go from one side to the other. You also get a lot of cool driving tech like a heads-up warning. You also get lane departure warning, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, a road departure mitigation system, and adaptive cruise control. All right, and with that, we're going to talk about the exterior, but to do that, we need to find a parking spot and jump out. The color that we're rocking here is Platinum White Pearl, and it is all new for the 2020 model. You get exclusive A-SPEC front and rear bumpers. Also on the A-SPEC, you get the black diamond pentagon grille and black trimming around the exterior where you would have chrome on the non-A-SPEC trims. You also get the newest generation of Acura's jewel-eyed headlights. These are LEDs. You also get LED fog lamps and LED tail lights. And you get these 20-inch shark gray wheels on the A-SPEC. All the other trim levels get 19-inch wheels. Around the back, you get this gloss black rear spoiler and these dual chrome exhaust tips. And you get the special A-SPEC badge here on the back and on the front fenders. Here in the back, you get 29.5 cubic feet of cargo space. The rear seats have a 60-40 split, and with those rear seats folded down, you get 58.9 cubic feet total cargo space. Comparison wise, you can look at the BMW X3. Now, I reviewed this about a year ago, the 2018 model, but it is more expensive. It's about $8,000 more expensive than the A-SPEC ACURA, and it's down on horsepower. You only get 248 horsepower versus the 272 you get here in the RDX. You could look at the Audi Q5, but that's also more expensive, about $8,000 also, and it's also down on horsepower with only 248 horsepower. You could also look at the Mercedes GLC 300, but the same story, that is $9,000 more expensive and down on horsepower with 241 horsepower. You also have the Volvo XC60, which is also more expensive and down on horsepower, and the Lexus NX 300 F Sport. Now, I've driven this one too, but not in a while, but this one is closer in price. It's only about $100 difference, but you're looking at only 235 horsepower compared to the 272 here. And finally, the only real competitor in price is the Infiniti QX50. This is one I've reviewed as well. I'll try to leave links up in the iCards and down in the description for all these. But the QX50 is about $4,000 cheaper than the RDX, but it's still down on horsepower with 268 horsepower, and you get a CVT transmission, not a normal automatic transmission. Out of all these, my favorites definitely are the Infiniti QX50. It's just a great family vehicle. It's a really great bang for your buck if you're looking for a luxurious family vehicle. I also really like that Mercedes GLC 300 if you're looking for luxurious. Interior in that thing is spectacular. And then this RDX. I think if you're looking for sportiness in this segment, this thing is just a great vehicle. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Thanks to the kids for helping out. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the RDX. And as always, thanks for watching.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Final set. You're gonna end up putting one of those in.
Perfect, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Because you've done this longer than me. That cow was beating up like a paper bag. He was going. No.
Yeah, 2.0 liter, 4-cylinder. I don't know if it says all that. It's a 2-liter turbocharged engine.
One day, your YouTube channel's gonna be like so big, you're gonna need to hire somebody to film you. You're gonna need to hire a social media person. I guess.
I was about to say.
I volunteer social media.
The biggest person is like the social media.